This is crazy, man. Guys,
Josh, and welcome to our first ever episode of Breaking Sports. Probably wondering why I look different from my intro video. In my intro video, I recorded that 2 months ago. I just had that in my editing on my computer. I was in the middle of editing, and then I caught the flu. Then the whole entire coronavirus thing happened, and it's just been maddening, man. This thing is. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. It's a shame. Never seen anything like this. Yeah, so I recorded that video 2 months back. That's why I have my quarantine beard. My hair's long. I need a damn haircut. Yeah. So that's probably why you're wondering. That's probably why I look different. It's crazy. Crazy times. I haven't been in front of a camera in 2 months from that when I recorded that 2 months back. So, man, let's get started. All right. So, first topic, we're gonna have to go into the coronavirus. We're gonna have to talk about how many things are shut down, like the NBA shut down, the XFL got closed. I was very excited for that. I was gonna review the games for that, and I was gonna dive into some of the details on that. That's closed. I believe hockey closed. Man, this is crazy. All sports are closed. Yeah, that makes my job easier. But there's been a lot of news. So, I mean, it looks like the NFL draft is going to happen virtually, which is, see how that goes. And, yeah, it's just, this is crazy, man. Going forward, I'm going to be doing my podcast now. So I committed, I'm going to be doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I am committed to doing those 3 days every week. So be looking forward to those videos when they come out. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing my best. I know I should have done videos earlier, but luckily there's a lot to talk about since I haven't talked about it at all in the NFL season due to me not getting started until now. So stay tuned for all those videos. Anyway, okay, so I know I'm really, really, really late on this. And I have to get this out because I felt like I should talk about it, you know. And unfortunately, a while back, Kobe Bryant passed away. Man, it's a shame. He had kids, and it's a shame for all 9 of those people that perished on that helicopter. It's really saddening. Just such a legend going down the way he did. I just don't understand why him. It's just horrible what happened to all 5 of those people. 5-time champion Kobe Bryant is. It's just I just can't believe something like that happened. I remember like it was yesterday. I was playing Madden with my friend Miko. We were playing Madden, and all of a sudden I get an alert on my phone. I'm like, are you kidding me? This gotta be a joke. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I was just shocked. And I grew up in Philadelphia in Overbrook Park area right near Lower Merion. It's crazy. He grew up around here. It's just like that. It's just crazy how much time we have in this world, and we should take every second. We should take advantage of it. And it's just crazy that there's so many horrible people out there. Why Kobe Bryant? He just started to get his new career. He just started beginning a career as a father. He won an Oscar. Congrats to him. It's just horrible, man. Horrible what happened to all 9 of those people. 5-time champion Kobe Bryant was, and he will always be remembered as one of the greats. One of the greats he was. And my condolences and my prayers go out to the families of Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant, Peyton Chester, Sarah Chester, Lissa Atobelli, Carrie Atobelli, Christina Malzer, and Azerbaijan. It's just horrible. It's just very upsetting what happened. And my prayers goes out to them. Like, just 2020, coronavirus, Kobe Bryant. Such a good year so far, man. My condolences. All right. In other news, let's get to the news. In other news, one of the biggest news this NFL offseason, Tom Brady goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wow. He's finally not a Pat anymore. Whew. I'm happy about that, let me tell you. Yeah, he was on the Patriots for about 20 years, 19 years. Had great seasons. It was time for him to go. It was time for him to go. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady need a divorce. I'm calling it now. They need to be separated. I feel like I have a personal opinion about Tom Brady. I feel like he's overrated. And before you start hating on me, here's why. Tom Brady is overrated because there's a lot of factors like he went for the easy downs. Is just a whole bunch of stuff that should be told on another video, but I believe Tom Brady is overrated. But I feel like I will stop discrediting Tom Brady if he goes to the Bucs. I want to see what he does without Bill Belichick over his shoulder. And let me tell you, Bill Belichick, he can get that done. He could get it done without Tom Brady. I believe in Jarrett Stidham. I feel like Jarrett Stidham is better than Tom Brady right now. He has a better arm. He can do a lot of the things that Tom Brady did. If you look at his college film, man, that kid got a good arm. He's a good developmental quarterback behind Tom Brady, and it's just I feel like it's a very good choice to move on from Tom Brady. I feel like it's his time to move on. If I'm being honest, I feel like it's his time to retire. I don't know what people are saying. I think it's time for him to retire. I don't want to bash on Tom Brady. I mean, I don't want to be a hater. I don't want to be one of those people that just hate on Tom Brady for no reason. But I feel like it's time for him to move on. And I'm glad he's going to the Buccaneers. It's just shocking. I was like, wow. Whew, Tom Brady leaving the Patriots. It's going to be so weird seeing him in that pirate uniform. But, I mean, I guess he's a better option than Jameis Winston, I guess, because 30 interceptions, 30-30. We're never going to see that again, man. We will never see that again. Maybe we will. Who knows? But I would have benched him. I don't understand why you didn't bench him after that one touchdown, 4 interception game. I just remember that, like, it's just the decisions that Jameis Winston made were just unbelievably bad. Like, extremely bad. I just don't understand it. It's just crazy. Anyway, it's just. But I hope maybe Tom Brady will do better with the weapons. We got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Rashad Perriman's no longer there. But yeah, he has the rookie receiver Scotty Miller. I feel like this kid got some good talent. I mean, I saw some of his film. And this year with the Bucs, I feel like he has some skills that could be pretty useful for Tom Brady. I mean, probably good slot receiver, but I feel like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin is a big upgrade from Mohamed Sanu and Benjamin Watson and all those guys. They're such a big upgrade. I mean. And N'Keal Harry. I mean, I was a big believer in N'Keal Harry. I just feel like him and Tom didn't click. But I do believe him going to Tampa Bay is. I hope he does okay, I guess. I mean, I feel like he's going to throw 31 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. I'm calling that right now. Get that on record. But, yeah. That's my opinion on that. And, I mean, he has O.J. Howard, too. But he doesn't have a running back. I mean, Ronald Jones he's not suitable. He's not suitable. He's he's barely suitable to be a running back in my opinion. He's not great, and I think that their third string running back T.J. Logan for the Bucks is a better option as a starting running back because Ronald Jones is. I mean, he was okay last year. Hopefully he can be better this year. Hopefully he'll be better this year, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it with Ronald Jones. Oh my God, I'm going on a different. I'm ranting about a different. I'm ranting about the running back position about the Bucks. This is about Tom Brady, and I do believe that they can make it without. The Patriots can make it without Tom Brady. I believe in Jarrett Stidham. So Tom Brady might do okay with the Bucks. He's not going to bring them to the Super Bowl. Everybody stop that. Stop that. He's not going back to the Super Bowl with the Bucks. Maybe he will. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't see it. I don't see it because they have quite a few issues that they still need to resolve. And Tom Brady, everybody's saying like because he had the crappy receivers. He's done it with nobodies before. So I don't know why all of a sudden we're making some weird excuse for Tom Brady that because he had crappy receivers last year, he was bad. That's the reason why he wasn't as good. He threw a pick 6 against the Dolphins. Are you kidding me? Against the freaking Dolphins, man. I know my Eagles. I'm a big Eagles fan. That's my city. That's where I roll. Born and raised, West Philly, But I just don't know why we're making excuses for Tom Brady last year. And it's time for him to move on. And I'm glad. And I feel like Jarrett Stidham, I believe in him. I feel like I hate the Patriots. I'm sorry. It's my most hated team. Right next to the Cowboys. But I feel like Jarrett Stidham is going to click with N'Keal Harry. Calling it right now. He's going to make it to the playoffs because Bill Belichick he got it done with Matt Castle. He could get it done with Jarrett Stidham. Come on. He can get it done. And I really hope Bill Belichick is not thinking about Andy Dalton. I believe in Bill Belichick as much as I hate him. And as much as I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I'm sorry. I don't hate him. I just dislike him. I don't want to hate people. I don't hate Bill Belichick, but I've seen like he seems like he's a little bit of a cheater. All those cheating scandals kind of lost my respect for him, but he gets the job done, and I'm tired of the excuses for Tom Brady. I think he's in decline. Flat out say he's in decline, and I'm just glad that I believe in Jarrett Stidham, and I feel like he's going to do good for the Patriots next year. I'm sorry I went on a little rant. This is my first time. I'm still getting used to everything. Hopefully I get better at this. And hopefully I had a good input on the Tom Brady situation. Next topic. I know this isn't a really trending story, but the trending story for me and whoever is a Bears fan. Nick Foles got traded to the Chicago Bears. Man, that's where I wanted him to go to the first place before Jacksonville. But Jacksonville is my third favorite team. Maybe we'll hear less about that later. Jacksonville is my third favorite team, Jacksonville Jaguars. So it goes Eagles, New Orleans Saints, and Jacksonville Jaguars. Those are the top 3 teams I like. And Nick Foles got traded to the Chicago Bears, and I believe he can outplay Mitchell Trubisky any day. I could outplay Mitchell Trubisky. Probably not, but I mean Mitchell Trubisky, he's just, I feel so bad for Bears fans, and I'm not even a Bear fan. Every time I watch Mitchell Trubisky, I cringe in my seat. Every time I watch Mitchell Trubisky, it's like watching a comedian fail on stage. I cringe so bad. I feel bad for Matt Nagy. I feel bad for the whole Bears organization. But I do not feel bad for the general manager. I mean, what were you thinking? You had Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. I know Patrick Mahomes wouldn't play the first year. He probably wouldn't because he was a developmental quarterback. But what were you thinking? I mean, oh my God. Why? Why would you pick Mitchell Trubisky in the first round? What are you doing? Oh my God. I remember that day. I was like, what the hell are you doing, man? Deshaun Watson. They compared him to the Michael Jordan of football. What were you doing, man? Oh my God. Well, anyway. Nick Foles is a better option. I don't know why people are upset. Bears fans, don't get upset with Nick Foles being on your team. He won a Super Bowl for my Eagles, and he is clutch. Let me tell you, he is clutch. I don't know. I don't know why some Bears fans want Cam Newton. Cam Newton is a shell of his former self, and Nick Foles is the better option by far. All right. Who won the Super Bowl? Who won a Super Bowl? Oh yeah, that's right. Nick Foles did. Cam Newton did not. I feel like that was a good option for the Bears. I'm glad they have somebody that can get them into the playoffs, because Mitchell Trubisky will not win you a playoff game. And he did make it to the playoffs. But that hell of a defense is what got them there last year, or a couple years ago in the 2018 season. But Mitchell Trubisky will not win you a Super Bowl. He will not win you a playoff game. Hopefully Nick Foles stays healthy, and hopefully he wins out the job, and I hope they start him. I really do. Hopefully he does not get injured, though, like last year. Dude, I feel so bad for Nick Foles, but I understand why they went with Gardner Minshew last year. He's the younger option, and he's a sixth-round pick. I mean, I don't know. How much is a sixth-round pick? Sixth-round pick is like 120. Don't quote me on this, but I think he's like a 500 grand. I think 700 grand for a sixth-round pick for Gardner Minshew. And he's worth less money. Do the Carson Wentz route. What the Eagles did in 2017 is they build around their quarterback and won that year. You build now. Okay? You build now with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh my God, I'm going off topic again. Why do I keep doing that? Anyway, back to Nick Foles. This is a it's a great decision by the Bears. Whenever Mitchell Trubisky's time runs out with the Bears, do not extend his contract. Please do not extend his contract. I am begging the Bears. I'm begging Bears organization, do not extend Mitchell Trubisky. Please don't. I mean, he's run out his luck. I'm done with Mitchell Trubisky. I want to move on. I don't even know if he's going to be a good backup. I mean, if he's so inconsistent. Like last year, I'm quoting Zach Schaumler, who's the best sports podcast out there. Just letting you know, he's the one that inspired me to do this. He even said Chase Daniel was a better option than Mitchell Trubisky, and I 100% agree. Oh my God, I don't even know if Mitchell Trubisky is going to be a suitable second-string quarterback in the NFL. I am so sorry, Mitchell Trubisky. Maybe you'll get your chance one day, but your chance is done for Chicago. And I feel so bad for Chicago Bears fans and Matt Nagy, the head coach, to deal with Mitchell Trubisky. I feel so bad. But luckily, Matt Nagy is getting a quarterback he knows pretty well. It worked with him in the past, and yeah, I'm really happy Nick Foles is going to get a starting job, because I really hope he gets a starting job. I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee you, Bears fans, that Nick Foles will be getting the starting job, but I really hope he's going to be getting the starting job coming next season. I mean, I feel like he could really outplay Mitchell Trubisky. I mean, yeah. That just puts a smile on my face. That's trending news there. All right. Okay, next topic. Could be our final topic before the Hall of Famer shame. Philip Rivers, the longtime Chargers quarterback, is with the Colts. And you want to know my reaction to that? Nothing. It doesn't matter, Colts fans. Maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, you really think he's going to throw like 20 interceptions? You saw last season. His arm is declining. It's like, I don't understand why you think he's better than Jacoby Brissett. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like Jacoby Brissett could win a Super Bowl. I mean, I would say he's the best backup in the NFL. If Nick Foles doesn't start next year, then he's the best backup in the NFL. One of the best backups. I wouldn't say number one, but I would have to look at all the backups, but I don't have them in front of me right now. But I would say Jacoby Brissett, his arm is better than Philip Rivers, and his accuracy is better. But People are like saying he's like Jacoby Brissett isn't good enough. He won't win you the big one. He got injured last year. That messed him up. If you look after his injury, he was never the same. And people put stats into it. He cost the team, but it wasn't all him. There was a bunch of injuries on that field on the Colts team last year, and I feel bad for Jacoby Brissett. I mean, I just don't think Philip Rivers is going to get the job done. I feel like Philip Rivers being there is okay. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, Philip Rivers being there, I don't think is going to change the situation going on with the Colts. Maybe they'll get better. I don't know. Me personally, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I don't think Philip Rivers is going to help the situation in Indianapolis. He's going to throw a bunch of picks. I was looking at the film. I should do film reviews on this channel. Let me know in the comments, but probably won't. I saw the film review of Philip Rivers, and his arm is in decline. It gives out halfway through the season. He costed his team last year. I know he had a bad offensive line, but he just made really, really bad decisions. He wasn't clutch when he needed to. He's a little bit high motor at times, but not really. I don't think Philip Rivers will get it done in Indianapolis. Maybe he will. I hope he does. Me personally, I'm not a big Philip Rivers fan. I feel like he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Maybe that should be a topic for another time. But maybe he'll get the job done. But the Colts are ready to win now. And if they don't believe in Jacoby Brissett, they gotta get something in the NFL draft next year. They just really do. And I just don't feel anything. When I heard him went to the Colts, I was like, okay, it's not gonna help your team. I mean, there's a couple issues with the team that they need to draft a wide receiver next year. They really do. The Colts, they need to draft a quarterback and a wide receiver next year. I mean, T.Y. Hilton's getting a little up there in age. It's declining, and me personally, maybe CeeDee Lamb next year. This year. Sorry, this year maybe the Colts can draft CeeDee Lamb and maybe Justin Herbert. I'm a big Justin Herbert fan. I think he's better than Joe Burrow. Maybe that's a discussion for another time. I don't want to get too controversial here. Going off topic again, but anyway. Yeah, Philip Rivers with the Colts. Doesn't do anything for me. Doesn't make me feel anything. He does. Him leaving helps the Chargers, though, because I do believe Tyrod Taylor will get the job done. Another topic for another time. All right. Whew. All right. We're getting to the main event. The Hall of Fame or Hall of Shame? Right. Our first contender. He's currently with the Arizona Cardinals. He's 36 years old. You all know him. The wide receiver, the legend, the legendary Larry Fitzgerald. Just a bravo career to him, man. He's going to the Hall of Fame. I don't think I need to justify this. Maybe you want to hear a justification. Maybe you could look at stats alone, but stats I'm not a big fan with stats unless you throw a bunch of interceptions or have a bunch of drops, or maybe you get a bunch of touchdowns. There's a lot of circumstances that happen with stats, so I don't look at stats at everything, but what he did, what he accomplished in his career, I won't say he 100% changed the NFL, but he really rejolted the wide receiver position. He pizzazzled it. He was really flashy. He was clutch when he needed to be, especially with Kurt Warner, one of the best quarterback wide receiver duos in NFL history, in my opinion. He's just one hell of a wide receiver, and I think he still got it. I think he could go up to 38 years old. I feel like he could play up to maybe 2 more years, but I do think I want him to leave Arizona. I think it's time for him to go. And I mean, he did re-sign one more year, but I want to see him with a winning team. Maybe, where should he go? Maybe he could go somewhere where they could win a Super Bowl. I really want him to get a Super Bowl ring. I really do. Like his route running was amazing, especially in his prime. His catching ability was, especially in the end zone, he was very clutch when he needed to be. Got a bunch of yards and stuff. Oh, I don't need to justify that. It's just one of the greats, top 10. I'm gonna say top 10 wide receivers of all time. One hell of a guy, and if he retires next year, he had one hell of a run. Congrats to him. Just one really good wide receiver, man. One of the best. He is going into the Hall of Fame. In my Hall of Fame, especially. All right. Okay, next guy. You all know him for being Tom Brady twice. The quarterback. He got traded from the Chargers to the Giants during draft day. Sort of legendary, but beat Tom Brady twice, won 2 Super Bowls, retired this year. He retired this past year, I mean. The brother of Peyton Manning. You know him. Eli Manning. Let's get it. Round of applause to him. Man, what do I gotta say about Eli Manning? Hall of Fame material. Controversial, I know. I believe he should be ready to go. I believe he is Hall of Fame material. He is Hall of Fame worthy. Hand gestures. I mean, his playoff performances were just amazing. He was in the record books. I mean, he really he has a lot of history. You know what I mean? Without him, you can't tell the story of the NFL without him, in my opinion. I mean, he didn't change the position of quarterback. He didn't do anything spectacular, but just his playoffs, he did change the way you look at the playoffs. I mean, his great runs in the playoffs when he made it to the Super Bowl in those wild years. I know he threw 18 touchdowns and 27 interceptions, and that's not Hall of Fame material because he threw a lot of interceptions, but he bounced right back. I mean, he had a couple 30 touchdown seasons. He almost won MVP one year too. I feel like he is Hall of Fame worthy. And he didn't cost his team a lot. He did cost his team, but he didn't cost his team as much as a lot of people say he did. And if you look at the film, I mean, a lot of years it was just wasted with crappy coaching. I mean, but besides Tom Coughlin, he was a good coach for Eli Manning. But his later years, I mean, it's just his offensive line wasn't as great. He went through a lot, to get to where he is. And I just feel he's such a good leader too. I just feel bad for the guy, you know. His clutch performances were just amazing. He wasn't clutch all the time, all right? He wasn't clutch all the time, but when he was pretty clutch. And, man, I mean, I think he's Hall of Fame worthy. He's in my Hall of Fame. I'm not sure he's going to get into the NFL Hall of Fame. The reason why I do this Hall of Fame thing is because I am appreciative. I'm happy for the people that make it into the NFL Hall of Fame. It's such a bigger deal than my Hall of Fame. I'm just a YouTuber just starting out with this first episode. But come on, guys. It's a joke. It's a joke to be in the Hall. It's not a joke to be in the Hall of Fame. It's just the processing of choosing the players to be in the Hall of Fame is kind of a joke. It's all about shock value. And sorry about that. All right, testing. We're all good. I'm going to keep that in there. Let's keep rolling. All right. It's all for shock value. It's all for attention. And it's kind of a joke. It's just the way they choose their players. like, really, it took so long for Terrell Owens. I'm not a biggest fan of Terrell Owens. He has a really big attitude problem that needs to be evaluated. And what he did to my Eagles that one year, going to the Cowboys. He went to the Cowboys, oh brother. That's why I do this Hall of Fame or Hall of Shame. I don't mean to be mean to the players that are currently in the Hall of Fame or players that are going to make it into the Hall of Fame. It's just kind of a joke the way they process. There's no real rules of processing, choosing players to be in the Hall of Fame. There's some players that really just don't belong in the Hall of Fame, and the only reason why they are is because they broadcast or do something for ESPN or something, one of those things, And it's just, that's how I feel about the Hall of Fame, and that's why I have my own Hall of Fame segment thing. You know what I mean? So I don't need to offend any of the NFL players and fans of these players. I really don't mean to offend them. They're just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. All right? You don't have to put hate towards me because I don't agree with you. You know what I mean? So just putting that out there now if I haven't already explained myself. Okay. So Eli Manning is going to be in the Hall of Fame, in my Hall of Fame. All right, great. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. We got 2 players. Let's go to the Hall of Fame players. Players that are currently in the Hall of Fame. Okay, let's go to the first guy. He is amazing He is an amazing running back, one of the best of all time. Part of the Dallas Cowboys dynasty. You all know him as Emmitt Smith. Yeah, round of applause. There you go. All right. Does Emmitt Smith deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Hell yeah, man. He's the reason why they won 2 Super Bowls. 2, yeah. He's the reason why they were on that dynasty in the first place. He's the reason why they were so legendary in the first place. Not Troy Aikman. Well, maybe Michael Gallup had a lot to do with it too. But, I mean, Emmitt Smith, man, 1,000 yard, 1,000 yard, 1,000 yard. I mean, he has a bunch of records. He has a bunch of records in the record book. I mean, he's just amazing. He's a really top 5 running backs of all time. I mean, he's an inspiration to many running backs that want to be like him. He stayed in the NFL for a long time. He ended his career with the Cardinals, but man, he is one great player. He had a little bit of an attitude problem, I believe. I'm not sure, but he is one really great player, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Like, dude, if you just, I don't mean to look at stats or anything, but I mean his touchdowns are crazy every year. Like, he made it to 8 Pro Bowls, 4 All Pro. I count the Pro Bowls. Yeah, when he won 3 Super Bowls, it's just, and he won MVP. He won MVP. You know what I mean? So he's made it to 8 Pro Bowls, 4 All Pro, 3 Super Bowls, and he's won MVP. I mean, he also won Offensive Rookie of the Year. He there's no question about it. I mean, 1 year he ran for 25 touchdowns. That's insane. 25 touchdowns. He was in the end zone 25 times. I mean, his yards are in the teens of his whole entire career. His touchdowns are 164 touchdowns. Like, dude, he is Hall of Fame material. He is Hall of Fame. He's the definition of a Hall of Famer. All right? He will be in the Hall of Fame. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. One of the best running backs of all time. And I can't believe I'm saying that about Dallas Cowboy. Ugh, I'm going to be sick. But I got to credit him where credit's due. And he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. All right. I don't think I really need to justify this one. Please don't say he doesn't deserve to be, because I'm going to have migraines for days. Jerry Rice. I don't even need to give him an introduction. He is the GOAT. He's the best player of all time. Best wide receiver, best NFL player. He's the best all around, everything. Everything. Best offensive player, best everything. Man, this guy could play. Let me tell you, he could play. Woo. Man, he was even good with his last stint with the Broncos when he didn't even get to play. He was still good. He was still wide receiver material. I mean, this guy is a legend. He's the GOAT. I mean, Jerry Rice, man, is the best player of all time NFL standards. But man, he had one hell of a career. Won 3 Super Bowls, like so many Pro Bowls. I couldn't even count. He was still good when he still had what was his last 1,000-yard season? 40 years old, it was his last 1,000-yard season. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He retired at 42. Oh my God, 42 is when you start to get arthritis. I'm probably over exaggerating, but oh my gosh, he just gets wide open. He just gets wide open. He's just one crazy heck of a player. Jerry Rice is the GOAT, the best NFL player of all time, and I'm not doing first ballots because I feel like that's just disrespectful it's like demeaning to the other players in the Hall of Fame that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. But he's the best player of all time. He has the GOAT medal. He deserves a GOAT medal. He's the definition of a wide receiver. You want to beat Jerry Rice. And I saw Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp the other day debating on Jerry Rice or Randy Moss. There's no debate. I'm never, ever going to debate that. I'll debate you anything. I'll even debate you if Tom Brady is the best player of all time or best quarterback of all time. But there's no doubt that Jerry Rice deserves to be in the Hall of Fame and is the GOAT. He's the best player of all time. All right? Best player of all time. No doubt about it. I mean, this man is crazy. 1,848 yard season, has caught 22 touchdowns one year. Man, I would like to have Jerry Rice on my team. There's no debate. I don't want to even hear a debate about Randy Moss versus Jerry Rice. Maybe deep threat. Randy Moss is a really good deep threat. Deserves to be in the Hall of Fame too. But Jerry Rice deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't want to hear anybody's justification about it, all right? That man was insane. You could say, oh, but he had Joe Montana. Oh, and he has Steve Young and Rich Gannon. And come on. He made them better. They didn't make him better. He made them better. He just got wide open. That's insane. Like if you look at his highlights and stuff, it's just unbelievable. How do you get wide open like that? You know who a current NFL player that reminds me a lot of Jerry Rice? Michael Thomas. Like seriously, not the quickest guy, but he just gets open. If you could get open like that, like time and time and catch the critical situation balls like that, man, Jerry Rice will go down as the best player of all time. Oh my God. All right. That's all I got. I didn't mean to upset anybody about the Kobe Bryant thing. I just felt like I had to put my input on the situation. I know I'm very, very, very late on the situation. And I don't mean to upset anybody, but I just feel like I needed to say what happened that day and just horrible events. And I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I know we're in a crazy time right now with the coronavirus. I know it's just chaotic. We got to wear masks. Like I literally went out with my buddy the other day and I saw 20 different people wearing 20 different masks. I was like, wow, this is crazy. Stay safe, everyone. I'm not going to have a big outro. I'm just going to say stay safe, stay healthy, don't catch the coronavirus. I hope you stick with me, believe in me, and yeah, thanks for tuning in to the first ever episode of Breaking Sports. The first ever episode BS. I'm hitting the microphone. And I hope I was okay. I'm going to get better, I promise. I'm going to try to get better. I'm still getting used to being in front of the camera. I probably looked over there like 20 times when I was supposed to be looking at you guys. And yeah, I hope the microphone's good. I hope the camera quality is good. I tried to get everything as best as I could. And yeah, that's going to be a wrap for our first ever episode of BS. Okay, I'll see you Wednesday. Stay tuned to that episode. See you there.